Nelson Mandela famously stated that the only way to understand the actual state of a nation is to visit its prisons. The future of Africa would be gloomy if the condition of its jails and prisons were to be used as a yardstick. Prisons should be correctional facilities where prisoners receive training on how to develop into better versions of themselves. However, for most of the prisons in Africa, this is not the case. Prisons are not somewhere to go on vacation, and criminals are sent there to be held responsible for their acts. But is it justifiable to deny them their fundamental human decency simply because they are criminals? How awful are the prisons in Africa? We will examine the 10 worst jails in Africa, beginning with number 10. Welcome to Al Daoud Prison. Number 10. Drakenstein Correctional Center, South Africa. South Africa's Drakenstein Correctional Center, formerly Victor Verster Jail, is a low-security facility. It is well known that Nelson Mandela was imprisoned during his final years of anti-apartheid activism. Within the grounds of the prison, he resided in a private home. Victor Verster, a farm jail, was commonly used as a stepping stone for the release of political prisoners who posed less of a threat. Prior to his release, Mandela was detained at the Victor Verster prison. On the day of his release, journalists from around the world surrounded the prison, giving the facility worldwide publicity. Number 9. Pollsmoor Prison, South Africa. Pollsmoor is not only regarded as one of the toughest jails in South Africa, but also as one of the most dangerous. It is dangerous because it is run by gangs in Cape Town, which is the major reason it is dreaded. The jail's capacity is 3,900 inmates, but there are currently over 10,000 there, some of whom have been in prison for years while awaiting trial for years without any luck. Number 8. Black Beach Prison, Equatorial Guinea. Many political opponents were imprisoned and executed there after Francisco Macas Nguema's regime was established. Tell your family to forget about you if you ever enter this prison, since everybody who receives a ticket for this prison has already been labeled as a terrorist. Number 7. Nairobi Prison, Kenya. The correctional building smells like human sweat due to the heat and overcrowding. Due to the lack of toilets, it also smells like human waste. The foregoing unfavorable circumstances make it difficult for the prisoners to maintain their physical and mental health. Number 6. The Mukobiko Maximum Prison, Zambia. Due to inadequate ventilation in the cells, this jail in Zambia frequently faces epidemics of diseases, including tuberculosis. This jail is notorious for hunger, rat infestations, and prisoner cruelty. Number 5. Kemedi Maximum Prison, Kenya. This is the largest jail in Kenya, which was constructed on a land area of 1,200 acres. The jail is well known for hosting political prisoners in the 1980s and the first few years of the 1990s. This includes people like Raila Odinga and Kenneth Matiba. Kemedi is notorious for its inhumane treatment and unfavorable living conditions, which include sodomy, cholera outbreaks, filthy conditions, starvation, and ulcers. Number 4. Kirikiri Maximum Security Prison, Nigeria. The most infamous jail in Nigeria is Kirikiri Maximum Security Prison. It was designed for violent, high-level criminals. Additionally, it is dubious due to the guards' brutal treatment of the prisoners. Kirikiri, like all other African jails, suffers from overcrowding, with more than 50 inmates sharing a cell. Number 3. Gitarama Prison, Rwanda. This is one of the deadliest jails in Africa. Prisoners who committed crimes related to the genocide in Rwanda are housed here. Most inmates never find a place to sleep in the prison due to the extreme overcrowding, and they end up having to stand all day. Even though the jail's maximum capacity is only 600, it currently houses more than 7,000 inmates. The most traumatic part is that it houses the worst inmates, who frequently engage in deadly fights and eat the dead bodies of other inmates to survive, because food and water are scarce inside the facility. In addition, approximately 7 to 8 inmates pass away every day as a result of the atrocious living conditions in this facility. Number 2. Makala Central Prison in Kinshasa, Congo. Makala Central Penitentiary in the Congo is crammed with over 850 prisoners, despite having been designed to hold only 150. The facility frequently experiences disease outbreaks due to detainees sleeping in hallways next to sewage tanks and more. The facility has frequently been referred to as the worst prison in Africa. Number 1. Chikurubi Maximum Prison, Zimbabwe. The largest prison and correctional facility in Zimbabwe is situated outside of Harare. The most well-known jailbreak to take place at the CMSP involved Elias Chalk, Stephen Chidhumo, Pedzisei Musariri, and Mariko Mingolu on August 18, 1997. Due to its extreme overcrowding, severe violence, hunger, lack of adequate healthcare, unhygienic circumstances, improper coordination, and other factors, this prison is the worst prison in Africa. Thank you for watching All About Prison. Please don't forget to subscribe.